Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Draven's continuing adventures into the Iliac Bay. Now, it's definitely been a while since I have made a video into Draven's adventures. I typically recall, give a brief synopsis on what happened in the last part, but I'm going to be honest, I can't recall what happened last time. I know what we're supposed to do next. I think we're supposed to waste 30 days of in-game time and wait for the next main quest. So that's exactly what we're going to do, but I'm going to waste a little bit of time exploring. Let me cast Anchor here. I definitely don't want to leave this series unfinished. We're about to beat the game, and, I've only beaten Daggerfall once with an Argonian spell sword, and I definitely wouldn't mind beating the game a second time. For now, I guess what we might do is go to Hammerfell, pick up some quests there. I haven't spent a lot of time in Hammerfell. I've mainly been in High Rock and, the surrounding regions. But, I think it's time to explore a little bit, So let's go to Daggerfall, because I believe this is not... Yeah, we're in Pembro, so this is not a port city. And we need to get to a ship and, go to Hammerfell. I don't know which part of Hammerfell I'm going to go to yet. I've been to Sentinel and these desert regions, but I've always been more interested on what's going on in the, mountain regions of Hammerfell, like near Dragonstar or, Totambu. Sate Column, I'm assuming that is named after the Redguard dragon deity that eats itself, right? I'm not a lore expert, but if you could tell me that's what Sate Column is named after, then, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but, there might be other things of Hammerfell nature that I don't really know. Or, not Hammerfell nature, but Redguard lore. So let's see where we could go. Sedagis, let's go there. We'll take a ship. It's going to take 27 days and 425 gold pieces. Let's do it, because I'm very curious on what Hammerfell really looks like. Right, the desert looks very Middle Eastern, and I definitely think the mountain regions have a different sort of appearance. A cheerful young woman hands you a letter and then walks away whistling. Your stomach rumbles. Okay, so he's quite hungry. Look at this. Now this is a great view. I'm loving this. Look at this forest. These tropical trees and then these standard trees. They mix well together. Look at these plants. Very vibrant, very lush, very detailed. It's very wild. It's very tropical, very mountainish. Like it meshes very well. Are these like a pile of skulls? No, it looks like spider eggs. Could it be spider eggs? That's what it looks like. Look at this, a little plant with its roots going down the rock. I like this. I like this quite a bit. All right, so let's not waste too much time. The red guards here don't have Middle Eastern garbs. They kind of look Europeanish in a way, the way they're dressing. Yeah, because they kind of look like the Bretons, right? Their dressing style. Yeah, definitely. And this castle is definitely more gothic than what you see in Sentinel. I'm very curious aesthetically as to what all the regions of Hammerfell look like. Anyway, let's read this letter. It's by Lady Brisienna. Sir Draven Silverblood, come at once to Syncroft in Daggerfall. I will be waiting at the Queen's Castle for you. The fate of the Empire could be at stake. Now, that somewhat concerns me, because if it's immediate, I don't want that to fail by wasting time doing a quest in Hammerfell. But I do want to do a quest in Hammerfell. Let's go inside this castle, see what the Redguard nobility looks like. Alright, they look like Bretons. Okay. That must just be, like, Breton stock. Like, NPC. Like, these definitely are not red guards at all. Unless this is like a Breton-controlled territory, but no, I don't think the Bretons have any territory in Hammerfell. I know the Nords do. They own half of Dragonstar, but all right. So let's just get out of here. Not a very interesting castle. I feel like we've seen this layout before. Okay, we're getting lost now, actually. Alright, so let's see. Actually, what's located here? Let's talk to this, Oh, good God, I was not trying to steal from her. Yep, that's gonna tarnish our, reputation here. I keep forgetting the F1, F2, F3 settings. Congratulations, sir. Because of your outstanding weaponry prowess, we have promoted you to the rank of Protector in the Guild. Among other benefits, this increase means cheaper weapon repair and more profitable work assignments. Great. Let's see what we could do. Lord Kavar quest, hunt for a Daedroth, bouncer, eight-legged freaks, the fires of oblivion, the wayward wizard. What haven't we done? A bouncer? That sounds pretty interesting. Hey, you have the time, sir? My reading is terrible sometimes when I'm on the spot. I've got a job here for a tavern in town, but I'm not supposed to give it out after 9 p.m. They're gonna have a get-together of some kind, and they're worried about drunks, fights, that kind of thing. It's paying a standard fare if you want it. Alright, but if it's after 9 right now, it's your fault for not catching me on it. The party's gonna be at the Dead Wolf here in town. You'll stay there from 9 to sunrise, or whenever they dismiss you. Whichever comes first. But keep the people safe, and you'll get paid your 630 gold. Report to Fern when you get there. Alright, so let's try to avoid the guards. Ask where the Dead Wolf is. His name is Sturton. Taverns, the Dead Wolf. It's really easy. You'll want to go south of here, I think. So let's see if... Alright, so one of these 3 taverns must be the Dead Wolf, right? It's not too far. Is that a guard? No. I'm trying to avoid them. The Lion and the Castle. The Lynx and the Fox. What's the next? It's to the east. No, the Rat and the Scorpion. Okay, so maybe we have to go further south. Just talk to this handsome red guard here. Maybe he'll give us better directions. Sorry, I can't help you, friend. Okay, alright. Don't the red guards hate dark elves? I'm not sure if that's a thing. I know they hate the left-handed elves. And I'm pretty sure they hate high elves. You know, everybody in Elder Scrolls hates each other sort of thing. The Restless Castle. Let's get some food here first, and then we're gonna continue looking. Let's get some drinks, a beer. We'll do Draven some good. And, banana millet muffin, baked sole with bananas, chicken, and coconut fried rice. Now that sounds pretty amazing. I would get any of these, to be honest, and I think Draven would definitely get any of these as well. Alright, so we feel invigorated after the meal. Is it all the way south? I'm just gonna ask a few more questions. Alright, so it has to be here somewhere. General... No. Or was it taverns? It sounds like an easy quest, right? It's not going to waste too much time. Mark on the map. Great. It's to the east. Okay. The guards are still after us, which is not good at all. It's in the market square. I'm wondering if we could, let's see what we have. Am I gonna sell any of these books? Let's see, magic items. Let's drop these arrows. I know I have a lot of things in the wagon to sell. A lot. From greaves to, I'm gonna sell these. Actually, because I don't think... Like, I'm gonna stick with Orcish. You know, Daedric armor is way too expensive to repair. So this must be the Dead Wolf. Alright, so we're at the Dead Wolf, finally. Alright. Can I get a room? Yes, just for one day. The room is free for a knight such as you. Thank you. I'm loving the chitter-chatter you can hear in the background. Look at these rooms. These teal-colored hallways. Teal and blue. Very, very majestic, actually. Right? Alright. They lead into nothing. The rooms, if they look like this, I definitely want to sleep here. Unfortunately, they do not. They should have carried this design into the bedrooms, because it's brilliant. I'm kind of enchanted with this hallway. Anyways, let's get some rest. Perfect, we're healed. Your rest was excellent. Yeah, this looks like a high-quality, sort of tavern. Look at this room, man, actually. I just passed it, and it's like... Yeah, I don't know why I'm obsessed with this, color combination. So we can wait 9 hours, I guess? Fern is waiting for you. The Fighters Guild? Alright, stay here, and I'll make sure things stay under control. I'll come for you when your shift's up. The crowd breaks out in an impromptu song, entirely out of key. That's kind of funny. I wonder what kind of song they're singing. The abundant alcohol in the tavern reduces some of the patrons' inhibitions. One decides to run home to bring a pet spider in to impress the others, but acute arachnophobia takes them over, and the loud shouting makes the creature panic. Soon, it starts attacking all nearby living things. Living beings, including you. Oh, that is not good. I don't want to kill a man's pet spider. Can we put it to sleep? Let's see. Can we animal tame it? No, we can't pacify the animal. Man, this might be one of those situations it's kind of sad. The spider's owner sobs bitterly, but Fern nods to you in approval. Oh, man, that's terrible. Why would you bring a giant spider? What did he have? Did he have it collared? Can you imagine that? Like, in Tamriel, people have giant spiders as pets. Hold on. I like to go on a bit of a tangent sometimes. But did this thing act like a dog? I think maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I feel so... I'm not gonna eat it. I'm definitely not gonna eat it. I mean, Draven would be the type... I mean, he's a Dunmer, right? He's been in Morrowind a few times. They eat giant bugs all the time. But that's a man's spider, right? He's gonna respect that. Let's get some wheat beer. I don't think Draven wants to think about it too long. I heard there was a party going on here. Who's got the money bag, huh? A group of scoundrels enters the tavern and begins to shake the people down. Fern yells that they have a bodyguard and points to you, leading the criminals toward you. Okay. This is kind of a fun quest, to be honest. There they are. I'm gonna spam fireball. They look like thieves, right? They usually have, like, poison on them. Man, this is a hectic night at the tavern. Fireballs are being cast. Pets are being slain. Orcish Tonto. Great. We'll take the gold, leave the rest. Let's cast some healing. You know what? Let's cast pure poison just in case. And we're gonna make a save. Alright, let's see if we could... There's more enemies? Really? Are they up here? Okay. Is he hiding in a box? Like... Oh, it's private property. Sorry, the kitchen's closed. Let's get some coffee or fruit juice. I don't think coffee mixes with beer, right? I don't have spell points. Is he, is he glitched? Is he behind, like, a wall or something? Ah, he was behind a wall, but I didn't get to read the text. Curiously, you notice nearby a bag of gold, which appears to be out of everyone else's sight. The adrenaline rush of today's events may have worn them out too much, lending to a momentary distraction. The bag appears to hold more than 1,000 gold. Will you attempt to take it for yourself? No. Hey, I got an idea. How about we take that scroll you took from the Mages Guild and read it out together? Before anyone has sense enough to stop them, two drunks read out what they presume to be words on the scroll. A creature with no allegiance appears out of thin air. Tamriel taverns are insane. What's wrong with these people? I guess you mix magic and alcohol, and this is the kind of chaos that happens. The people hoot and holler at your combat prowess. This is kind of funny. Fern comes looking for you. The Fighters Guild's reputation is well earned. We'll call for you next time we do one of these. That's insane. That's definitely insane. Did we finish the quest? It seems like we did. For some reason, we have no active quests. All right, so that was fun. I got some genuine laughs out of that. It's quite ridiculous, to be honest, what goes on at a tavern. Who sleeps in that tavern? Like, who can get some sleep? They must have, like, some serious soundproofing rooms. Let's see if we have to report to the Fighters Guild. It was simple, but it was really fun. It was just the sheer ridiculousness of it, and kind of interacting with everybody's everyday lives there. Okay, so we don't. Alright, so I think for now, we're gonna save. And it's time to go back to High Rock and speak to Brisienna. Because I'm hoping, you know, there's no serious, you know, time zone that we have to report to. Alright, so she said it was in Syncroft. Yeah, Syncroft. I don't think we are in Syncroft right now. Singwell. There's a lot of sings here. Syncroft. Travel time a day? That's not too bad. Your mysticism skill has improved. Level 15 is quite high in Daggerfall. Like, I feel like you can take on most creatures at this level. Especially with the equipment you get at this level. Okay, so let's see where the castle is. This looks like a cemetery. I doubt that's a castle. Right, the castle's to the east. I'm definitely thinking that, thinking about what other old school RPG I could play. It's been a while since I've made, like, a video, and I kind of miss this. I kind of, you know, miss playing RPGs. It's been a while. I just get, you know, caught up in things, and, you know, life happens. But, you know, RPGs is one of my few real passions, along with writing and so forth, and game design. So let's cast recall here, right? We could wait, what, 4 hours? Right. So where's Lady Brisienna? She must be here somewhere. Wait, hold on. I realize that I'm a fool. And everybody's gonna see this. The Queen's Castle, that must be an inn. Right? Yep, it's an inn. Alright, he pointed on the map. It's in the market square, perfect. I've also been wondering, you know, perhaps that, I don't know, maybe I should cover some horror games, but not on this channel, maybe like on a channel where I do multiplayer stuff, like other single-player stuff. Because this channel, it was always meant to be just like old RPGs and like talking about indie RPGs and obscure things, you know. I still want to cover like a tabletop session. I just don't really have a group for that. I'm the only person that plays D&D out of everybody I know, or would like to play it, because I've never really have gotten the chance, to be honest. But perhaps I could review like a book or something, or I don't know. I'm thinking about reviewing this game and covering some mods and things. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay. There she is. Sir, I'm glad you could meet me here. The Blades and your Emperor need you again. You may or may not be aware that the totem of Tiber Septim has been found. For a brief time, Lord Woodbourne of Wayrest had it. Where he got it from is still a mystery. The Blades mounted an assault upon Woodbourne Hall to retrieve it. Although the hall fell, many of our number fell with it. We sacked the Woodbourne Hall, but the totem was gone. I have reason to believe that Gothrid has the totem. The Blades no longer have the men to mount an assault on Castle Daggerfall. You have shown yourself to be quite adept at getting in and out of these places. Would you go into Castle Daggerfall and retrieve the totem of Tiber Septim? Of course, yes. I knew I could count on you, sir. The totem is most likely in the Daggerfall treasury. It is a huge room, quite unmistakable. I am leaving in a couple of days. I shall send word to you where you can meet me after you get the totem. Should you succeed, the Emperor has instructed me to gift you with an artifact of great power and renown, the Warlock's Ring. I don't remember what that does exactly. I remember a few quests after this, and like I know there's a decision on what power in the Iliac Bay I could give the totem to, and there's a lot of artifacts you can get, gold and just other things, and obviously whatever power you give it to holds like a decision on the ending sort of thing. So we're going to go to Castle Daggerfall and end the video there. I'm thinking going back to Morrowind as well, starting that up. But I don't have my Redguard character anymore. I've lost the data. So I'd kind of have to start it all over again, which is the unfortunate part. I still haven't played Project Tamriel. I've been waiting to save it for the channel, but I'm very interested in playing Project Tamriel and Tamriel Rebuilt. I know they're like big mods. I'm just happy I did not lose any of my Daggerfall Unity data here, because I was kind of concerned earlier before I actually started the video about where my data actually was. Anyways, so let's head into Castle Daggerfall. And we're going to retrieve the totem. Alright. Not in this video. Oh, he said Yurd. I don't know what Yurd is, but yes. And we're likely going to get attacked by everyone here. So let's make a save. The totem. And in the next video, we're going to see if we could find the totem in a reasonable pace. Hopefully, maybe we don't even need to get it all in one go. Maybe I could take some time and do some quests in Hammerfell. I would like to go back to Hammerfell, to be honest. But we'll see what we come down to, what we do, what we decide. In either case, we definitely still have to do this quest. I just don't want to rush things. But anyway, I will be back very soon with another video of Draven's adventures into the Iliac Bay. And we're going to see what power in the bay we give the totem to. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will definitely return and complete Draven's journey.